It's day 15, and every mile we've pushed north has brought us closer to this point. We're heading towards Skagway, Alaska, where the ferry will take us to our next destination in Haines, Alaska.
Legion's up.
But before we get on that boat, there's a meeting that needs to take place.
Spartan's up.
A moment that's been building since the start of this journey.
We're approaching the bridge and trailhead. Clear left.
Back in Montana, this idea was just a spark, a vision for what this trip could become.
Okay, I think I found our place, the Sit-in Sasquatch.
I told myself I'd only follow through if the boys were ready, if they proved that they could handle the challenges that came their way. And over the last 2 weeks, they've done more than that. They've risen to every test. What I'm about to share will completely redirect the known plan. After all, the spirit of adventure demands new opportunities be taken, and it's up to us to muster the courage to take it on.
After you've spent a little bit of time up here, where are you at on the Sasquatch thing? Do you see how vast and massive this wilderness is?
Still haven't seen one though.
They're highly intelligent. They can hide. They don't want to be seen.
No.
No? Just no.
No. Won't ever be a yes.
I don't know. I'm still on the fence. Sasquatch might be real. I do have good news. We are able to fly in Peter on the 3 days from now.
Oh, beauty.
So, but he'll be coming in right now into White Horse, Yukon.
Okay.
Something has occurred to me. We have a chance, an opportunity to do a first. Ant, should we tell him?
Cheers, mate.
We have the opportunity to run the brand new trail hunters to the 2 top ends of the world.
Really?
But we can't do it all together.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. What am I thinking?
Me, Peter, and Braden go up to Tuck, and then the rest of you guys go up to Prudhoe.
Yeah.
So it's going to be quiet for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Noodling.
Processing.
They don't even
Once we go to Haines and go up from here, we get to the junction. You guys go east, we go west, and then we're both going north to the top 2 places of the world. I have never driven to Tuktoyaktuk.
Yep.
So the next few days while we're together, you guys are going to be running cameras and figuring out how to shoot your show. We'll be helping you so that when you go on your own, you're as tuned up as you can be, and then come what may. You guys up for this?
I mean, it's epic. Just wondering how we're gonna do it.
We're gonna get in the cars and drive.
Yeah.
XOVERLAND Spirit of Adventure Special is proudly presented by General Tire. Wherever you go, General Tire delivers. And sponsored by Mobile One for the love of driving. And Vertex, keeping us ahead of what's next. Back in Skagway, the boys wait at the ferry terminal, the weight of the new plan still sinking in.
A chunk of egg just fell into my drink. Very European of you.
The ferry will carry us across the breathtaking stretch of fjord, the Lynn Canal, in just 45 minutes.
I think we check in here.
The change in plans has sparked curiosity, anxiety, and excitement. We need to make every moment count over the next 2 days to address the things we can control.
Do you ever feel like your ships come in?
Like going up to Tuck? Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel the weight of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it excite you, or does it?
Yeah. Makes me excited just to do something on our own, but also
Yeah, same.
also a little nervous.
Yep.
What are you nervous about?
My biggest thing is gas, not having enough.
just stay topped off on it, you know, like keep the fuel. If you find fuel, get it, you know, take the opportunities when they are there. Food's gonna be a bit tricky over there too. There's not a lot over there.
Sure.
And you've got 2 days with us right now to make sure that really the camera stuff is your next thing. You need to be flying the drone. You need to be running a camera, figuring out how to do all that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because now you got to go make your own show. Well, I'm excited for you. I think you guys got it. Just be safe.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I care. Just don't get hurt.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Take your time, plan well, build in safety margins, have a ball, right?
Yep.
Guys, have your IDs ready.
Spartans ready, stepping out. Shut down, binos, radios, cameras. Let's go.
The new plan is set, and the boys couldn't be more excited for what lies ahead. I'm 100% confident I made the right call, but with every big decision comes a measure of worry, especially when you're sending your boy off into the unknown. It's a leap for all of us, and I have faith in Cyrus, Braden, and Peter. I have faith in their ability to make good decisions, smart decisions, and to take care of each other.
A lot to see around here. Oh, hey guys, are these goats right here? Are there some goats right there on that cliff?
Meanwhile, Eli, Ryder, Ant, and I are headed for our own challenge, an endurance trek of our own 1,150 miles to the very edge of the road in Prudhoe Bay, Alaska. It's the farthest north you can drive, and the journey will test the young crew. So there you have it. It's now 2 teams, 2 roads, and both are chasing something bigger than the miles ahead, to be the first 2 Tacoma trail hunters to the top of the world.
Where do we go from here?
With a break in the weather, we need to move fast. There's another big storm on the horizon, and every hour counts.
Bye, Mr. Ferry.
Goodbye.
First on the list, getting supplies and dividing up our gear.
We're gonna have to find a way to split it evenly, so you guys have food and then we have food when we split ways. And then we are hoping to take all the stuff out of that bin, so it clears up another bin for you guys to take.
Nice. Yeah, we just pulled the cooler out from under the boat, because we can take that with us that way. That hasn't been utilized yet, so that's good storage space. We're a little ways into it. We still got a lot to go, and I'm gonna hit the post office and mail some stuff home, some gifts and things that I've got. So we got a lot to do.
Yes, sir. Awesome. Well, let's get on.
Yeah, let's go.
He said we got a double bag.
We still have 2 weeks left in this trip, and both teams need to become self-sustained units. Food, camera gear, and supplies must be carefully sorted.
Okay, everything should be pretty evenly split up. That should be good to go.
We're heading into the middle of nowhere, and the success of this journey depends on having exactly what we need.
Go, Pres.
Boys. Great stop this morning. I think those guys splitting the trucks up now with a little bit of sunlight and good parking lot. I think that was a really good move. And now we'll go onto the lake. Cyrus and Ryder and Braden are really excited to kind of start filming some stuff. Sai's gonna run a drone here coming in. They're gonna start making their own movies. It's cool, we'll be watching. I think you guys will keep moving around and kind of find a spot out of the way. It's pretty busy here.
If you just come straight back, that'd be awesome.
Before we part ways, Ryder and Cyrus have decided to take the boat out for one last spin, and somehow not slam it on the ground this time.
Bring it down, slow, you got it. Doing good, doing good. Here we go, set it down as easy as we can. Dude.
That was way more successful.
Pros.
Done this before?
Not our first time.
It looks like the third time is the charm.
Oh, it's actually dead center. Right there.
We're pros, man. When you guys leave, so you got a guy in a canoe over there. Canoes flip over easy, right?
Yeah.
So be
Ready.
You're gonna troll, like barely make any wake.
Yes, sir.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sending Cyrus with him to get a little bit more practice behind the camera while we wrap up some things at the trucks. But there's an added twist to today's micro-adventure. Ryder's got a homework assignment for his culinary class. The mission, catch a fish, cook it over a fire, and get it all on camera.
Slow up. I think my dad was trying to say something. Come again.
Be mindful of the wake that you leave behind. Poor guy in a canoe just got nailed.
Sorry about that. Even Dad warned us. We owe him a big apology.
We're on a lake in Alaska, and this kid Braden thinks he can catch a salmon with this small pole. So we're gonna see how it goes. How do you think it's gonna go, Braden?
Depends on the size. It might just snap, or I might land it.
Definitely will snap.
We're in a good spot. I'm gonna start fishing. Yes, go! Should I actually?
Yes, go!
Okay, get your rod out then. I'm not gonna hit you. Oh, I thought I had a bite. This seaweed.
You're gonna be saying that a lot, Braden.
Really? Look at my line. That's just not a good deal at all. What it would take to get this out. Oh, whoa, 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 pause. Okay, guys, we're back in business.
Okay, little did I know I'm gonna put this on backwards.
Dude.
Please catch something. Then this will be worth it. I just see bubbles, sploosh. And I didn't get it. I need to catch this fish to pass culinary for the rest of the semester. So in the end, I will be failing culinary if I don't catch this fish.
Bro just about sent a hook right into the boat. Guys, we're gonna catch one. Oh, watch out.
Oh, I caught a fish! Brandon, I caught a fish! I caught a fish and you did it! Would you look at that? What a
Ew.
fighter!
Get that off
What
my
a fighter! Get that off of my...
Oh, Ryder.
Dude,
That thing's 50
that's
years
one
old.
more fish than you.
Well, that didn't go as planned. We ended up with 0 fish caught. So we're gonna pack everything up and head back to the boat ramp.
It was so fun to get on this boat, I think, for the last time before we part ways. So it's nice being with Cyrus and Braden for the day, and I'm ready to head back, eat some dinner, call it a night.
The boys are headed back to shore, empty-handed. It wasn't for lack of effort, though. It's just that there were more laughs than fish out there today. Most important, Cyrus logged some solid time behind the camera. They all had fun, and they made it back safe. That's a win in my book.
Those guys are catching a bunch over there.
Yeah, and all they're just like spitting on a hook and throwing it out there, and they're catching them. You just don't have the Alaskan fisherman way.
I caught a dead fish.
Well, hey, a dead fish is better than no fish.
Maybe.
Maybe.
It was pretty gross.
Yeah. You got a zombie fish. Did you snag it?
Yeah.
On the shoulders, ready?
Yep.
It's been a massive day. We've been efficient, catching the ferry, organizing gear, and still squeezing in one last outing as a team. Now we're tired, cold, and more than ready for a hot meal. One that Ryder won't be cooking. So we'll have to improvise.
It's a good day. That is a good day. I think tomorrow we're going to have to do a bunch of additional preps. And the weather's looking like it's getting worse.
Yeah.
We might have hit the very end of the best weather.
It might have.
That might have been it today.
Good day to spend it.
Yeah.
Still determined to catch a fish and cast away the curse of being skunked, Ryder and Braden are up at the crack of dawn. Maybe this will be their lucky day.
We'll probably fish for another hour, hopefully, and then head back to camp. We're just hoping to hook up on one, though. It'd be pretty awesome to see. So, best of luck to us, and we'll let you guys know if we get one.
We finally did it. We caught a fish on a piece of line because the rod snapped, or the fishing line snapped off the rod, so we just caught it with a piece of string and a lure. But here you go, we've caught our first Alaskan fish. Con. What's up? There's a bear.
No way. Did you just see that?
Yes, I did see that. Okay, so we were just doing the line method again, and guy in a boat just screams bear. There's a grizzly just walking, oh man, 100 feet away from us.
It scared me.
Yeah, I was like, what do I do?
The morning fishing trip has encountered an unexpected turn. A local bear has wandered in a little too close for comfort. Spooked but curious, Braden and Ryder turned the camera on, hoping to capture the moment. While Braden stayed put, keeping a close eye on the bear, Ryder sprinted back to camp to alert the rest of the team.
And I assumed it would just keep following the bank, but then I kept walking, and I got to about right up there, and he decided to turn and come up right by that culvert, and me and him were face to face, and he was just like this, staring at me. And then he dropped back down by that pine tree up there, and then from there he just sat on that rock eating the fish. Man, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Good thing we came fishing this morning.
Uh-huh.
Well, should we head back to camp?
Yeah.
It was a wild morning for Ryder and Braden, equal parts scary and unforgettable. But it's now time to pack it up and hit the road. We've got miles to make, and with the rain already falling, it's only going to get nasty with the cold front moving in. Fresh snow and icy roads are imminent.
Well, guys, that was a great, eventful morning, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was awesome.
You caught a fish, you saw a grizzly bear, we got to film the grizzly bear. That's an epic morning.
Our route today will take us back into Canada, our 6th border crossing of the trip. From there, we are headed to Haines Junction, where we'll spend our final night together as a team. Tomorrow morning, we'll organize our final gear, say our goodbyes, and go our separate ways. The rain has turned to snow quicker than we hoped, so we're making a pit stop in Haines to get some essentials that will help tackle the treacherous passes ahead of us.
We did just pick up a set of tire chains here in Napa for those guys. I'm gonna hunt a couple sets more for us going up to Prudhoe Bay, just in case we need them for Adigan Pass or somewhere. Better to have them than not. Anyway, the adventure begins. You ready for the winter? Here we go. Game on. All right, Ant, how you doing on the icy roads? What are you experiencing?
So far so good. A little bit of squirrely, looking for traction up hills, but generally, so far so good.
I assume you have walked into four-wheel drive and...
Four-wheel drive is on, heated seats are on, heated steering wheel is on, everything's on.
Everything's on.
Sai, how's your truck feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Definitely, if I pin it, we'll spin all 4 tires, so.
All right, well, this is a good test run. Winter happened fast. It's full-on winter.
Yep, it'll probably be this the rest of the trip.
Yep. Settle in, boys. Here we go.
Braden.
Here's
up?
me.
Oh.
Is this one
Food storage.
food storage? We woke up to a beautiful snowy morning, calm, winds are good, and it's a good thing because we have final preps that we have to do. We got to get final food, tech, and cameras rolling, so when we split ways, both teams are built well. Okay, you and you are on dehydrated food. You and Ant are gonna be on tech, making sure your cameras are sorted.
Okay.
And you and I are gonna make sure that our navigation and the tools that you need to go up are with you.
Sounds good.
Ready?
Copy.
Execute.
Break.
Cool. Break.
Just toss them onto the table and I'll organize them. Yep.
So we have 2 breakfasts and 2 dinners.
Okay.
Okay. Chips, noodles, good.
Yeah.
You got lots of hot chocolate, but do you have a couple instant coffees?
I don't.
Let's just make sure we get you a few instant coffees.
Okay, sounds good.
You know, like 5 or 10.
Yeah.
If we have 3 of one flavor, should one go to Legion or 2?
Just pick one and go. Do you like lasagna a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cheese? And then send one with those guys and you guys keep 2.
Okay.
Okay.
We're going to send you away with 1 4D, both FX3s and all associated chargers, 1 of the Mavics, and a small selection of lenses. And when Peter lands, he can sort of walk you through the ins and outs of all of these cameras.
Okay.
But that should cover all the bases.
Okay.
Peter comes in today at 4 o'clock in Whitehorse, so we got to get these guys on the road so they can get there in time. And we'll start making our way north in Spartan and Nomad. All right. Yeah, you guys are set for days, weeks.
Weeks.
It's good. You might need it. Hopefully not. Trapped in the north. Now's the time. We'll separate, go each other's ways. Good luck to you guys. See you in Anchorage. 10 days time. You guys got a long ways to go and we got a long ways to go.
Yep.
Be careful.
Sounds good.
All right, let's get to it. Good luck.
Alrighty.
All right.
Love you.
Love you too.
Have fun.
Thanks.
You too.
Bye.
You got it, Braden. Take care of that boy for me.
As a leader and as a dad who has intentionally put in time and mentorship towards these kids, I can see that it's all led to this moment. It's hard to put into words the pride I have for these boys, for everything they've accomplished and everything they've become.
Commence operation to the north, the far ends of the earth.
I've been so blessed to share these expeditions with my boys who are now young men, to teach them about adventure, about life, and even now, how to drive across some of the most rugged terrain on Earth. But now, it's time to hand off one of the torches. Cyrus has earned this next step, and as he heads out on his own, I know this is more than just a journey. It's the moment he begins to chart his own course forward.
Legion's up.
Nomad's up.
Spartan's up.
I'm excited for them and for what's next. 19 looks good on these guys.
We're on our own now. Oh, jeez.
Sayonara, boys. You got it from here.
Safe travels, gents. Catch you on the other side.
Thank you, you too.
From Haines Junction, Team Prudhoe will spend the next 10 days traveling the Alcan Highway, turning north on the Dalton Highway, crossing the Yukon River, climbing over Adigan Pass, and finishing our journey in Prudhoe Bay. If everything goes right. And meanwhile, Team Tuk is headed back into Canada, taking on the Dempster Highway, crossing the Mackenzie River, and ending their adventure in Tuktoyaktuk. But first, they have to make a pit stop in Whitehorse to pick up Peter, who is flying back in after his cousin's funeral.
He just landed. It's snowing pretty good out. We're going to pick him up. Pretty excited. It'll be a lot better to have 3 guys once again.
Crazy, it's like winter time around here.
I know.
What's up, Braden? Left hand shake.
Yeah. You ready?
Huh?
You ready?
Cyrus and Braden are thrilled to have Peter back, officially completing Team Tuk. before they head north, they need to fill up. For the next couple of days, the stretches will be long, the expanses wide, and the worry of running out is very real.
This is an 18-gallon tank, and we get, on the dash it says about 368. So we're gonna have to fill up our reserves. We have 2 spare, like oval ones where the spare tire is. There we go. And then a jerry can on the back. So that's what we'll be doing right now. These both are 6 gallons, so that's 12, and then our jerry is 5. So we have roughly 17 gallons, so almost another full tank on board. I have confidence we'll be able to make it just fine, but taking that extra precaution is always good.
A little more.
Hopefully we don't have to get those down.
Yeah, if all goes well, then we can just use the jerry on top, but that's a comfort to have if we get in a bad situation.
With all of their tanks full, the Tuk team is making their way to the Dempster Highway. Meanwhile, we, the Prudhoe team, have landed in Fairbanks to stage the boat and trailer for the push north.
We decided to push to Fairbanks and get to the north. In addition to that, we have a big snowstorm coming in over the next few days. So we're gonna drop this, get prepped, and get moving so we can get as far as we can before this snowstorm just takes over. Hopefully, everything goes well. So we're gonna unhook and hit it.
Team Tuk is on the final stretch to the T, where they'll turn north onto the Dempster Highway and their next planned gas stop. However, it's notorious for being out of fuel.
Rolling up on the Dempster Highway turn. Just made it to the T in the road here, taking a right onto the Dempster. 2 out of the 3 times here is what I've heard is they don't have gas, so we're getting pretty fortunate right now. Also, last fuel stop before a big push to next fuel, about 390 kilometers. This is cool. It's always a tradition to put an XO sticker on a landmark like this. This one being the start of the Dempster Highway, headed up to Tuk, so pretty exciting.
I'm sure right now the other team is making their way onto the Dalton Highway and heading up to Prudhoe Bay. So we're gonna be doing 2 really cool things at once. The Dempster is notorious for flat tires.
We also consequently spent 3 days in this parking lot, waiting for lug nuts and studs, if you recall. Team Tuk has already left their mark on this trip and is now heading north towards uncharted territory for the Croft family. They're making good progress, with hopes of reaching the Tombstone campground by nightfall. Meanwhile, we on Team Prudhoe haven't been as lucky. We have been stalled in Fairbanks, sorting out an unexpected issue between Nomad and the trailer that can't be ignored.
We have a 12-volt issue that we found last night. The trailer itself is not getting the charge from the car. The car's good, the Anderson on the car is good, but there's a break between the battery and the plug up on the front that connects to the car. So before we go to the north and fight through this snowstorm and get to Prudhoe Bay on these really rough roads, allegedly rough as ever, we got to get this fixed. So I'm gonna get on the phone if I can, hopefully with Tanner. There's this cable, this red one, just sitting here. So have we been running off of one battery this whole time? Because we have been having battery issues.
And yeah, so if there's no positive running to that battery, then yes.
Okay, so I just wanted to double check before I tied that in because I didn't want to nuke something, you know, or...
That'll help you get some more juice now.
Well, I'll get it figured here. That helps me enough. I at least know the system and I'm not gonna nuke something, so we're good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, sounds good.
Thank you. Yep, see ya. Bye. Whew. All right, that's good. The next win is that we just doubled our battery power because this whole time we were like, man, those 200 amp hours aren't lasting very long, but it's, you know. So now we're good to go. We're better than ever. So I'm gonna tape this up, get out of the back of this thing, and get to Prudhoe Bay.
Success. Team Tuk has made it to Tombstone Park and to their campground just before the sun had set. It's been a long couple of days to get here, and the crew is ready to settle in and make a warm meal.
Just hit single digits for the first time on the trip. It's 9 degrees out. Another milestone of the trip. Tonight's gonna be a cold one. We're all gonna be snuggling up in the heater. It's cool.
Good. Feels good? Yeah, that looks pretty good. All right, let's make camp. Yep.
I was planning on doing some bushcrafty things, making a fire tonight, but I was an idiot and forgot to get the firewood in Whitehorse, and every gas station we stopped at on the way did not have it. And there's not very much dry wood out here. So I'll see if maybe we can scrounge something up, but most likely not.
So we're gonna be eating a lot of soups, and we'll be cooking off of this right here. This is our whole dinner area. This, and then jet boil and one pot. We'll see how we do working with it. We also got to the store and realized we didn't have a single utensil or any plates or bowls, so we also had to get those, and we didn't have a can opener, so we had to get the cans that just open by hand. We're gonna have to work with what we were given, but we'll make it work. Would you rather chicken noodle soup?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, let's do some chicken noodle soup then.
It's good to be back after leaving on the 7th day of the trip on Vancouver Island. Going to this funeral for my best friend, Calvin, who tragically passed away. It's actually nice after all the funeral stuff and time with family and friends, and especially with all the boys back home, just getting to recollect and mourn the loss of our friend, but spend time together and, you know, talk and remember the life he lived. And after all of that, I've, you know, cried every tear I had in store, and I don't think he'd want me sitting there for too long crying about him. He'd want me to get out and do stuff. So we're spending our first night. I think we're gonna call this the cold camp, because none of us are fully acclimatized to this cold. It was kind of chilly on Vancouver Island, but there was still rain and everything. Tonight will be fun, getting reacclimatized to the cold, to camping, and to our situation in general. So
Almost, sir.
how's it looking?
It's looking good. A few more minutes and we'll be ready to eat.
I'm eating inside.
Yeah, me too. Nice in there with the heater.
Window's frozen. There we go. Right now, I'm just working on doing some offloads. It's been a good day. Picked up Peter from the airport and got on the Dempster. So that's a huge win already. Have a good camp. And yeah, it's very cold out. It's in the single digits, I believe 6 degrees. So gonna keep the heat in.
Well, we didn't have any utensils to use to stir it, so we used this wooden spoon we had, and now we have nothing to scoop it into our bowls, so we're just gonna have to dump it.
The boys are taking it all in stride, their spirits high despite the bitter cold and forgotten supplies. With the heat working in the truck and a warm meal, they're making do for the night. But with many miles ahead and more weather on the way, they'll need every ounce of humor and grit they can muster. For us on the Alaska side, winter driving school is in session. A major winter storm is just hours away.
Winter storm warning in effect from 2 a.m. Monday to 7 a.m. Alaska Daylight Time Tuesday. Monday, freezing rain and snow in the morning.
Go for it.
That's what's coming up next on The Spirit of Adventure.